don't recall what I was doing. Puzzle, obviously, but anything else?
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Right, we're wrapping up the second level. Simple as that. And because of the nature of the level, it has taken forever to try to do, and we're still like 2/3 in, pretty much. Oh, that sucks. Right, we need... First things first, arrows pointing at the fiery man. Yeah, this is a troublesome one though. I need more than one arrow pointing at it. Column twice. Right, I think if we can get basically all these 3 arrows at the top point at the target, that goes a long way in trying to secure the access to it. Because if we just hit any one of these 3, we're good to go. Right. First things first. We need to move these so we can actually move the shot somewhere. This is fine, both taking the same path, it's perfectly fine. We want them to take the same path as that one. This is the question mark though. Column. It doesn't really matter. It'll go here and stop. No, it'll start to go around in circles somewhere around here. That's not important. What about now? Now it will go here and do nothing. Now it'll go there. And these will go here and stop. Need most of these arrows pointing north somewhere. Doesn't really matter where. This secures 3. This final one, that's the problem. Dim 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 dim. Right, that just doesn't work. It's not a problem if I can switch this though. Now it has become a problem. Right, this absolutely 100% must point to the target. We'll secure these 3. We'll have to get this to go to an alternative path and I don't see any particular problem with it. I was sort of just lazy with this first time. That's the problem. These are not using it, only this one uses the central one. So I need to shift it a little bit, only a little bit. God damn it. Ah, fuck it. No matter where we go, it's a problem. I think we want to direct this down instead of up, because we have a sort of a set path here already for everything. So all we need to do is really guide one additional thing there. And it doesn't matter in the slightest what's going to happen on the left side of this thing, because everything is directed to the right side where there's a singular path that leads to where we want to be. And this is irrelevant to it. It's not though. Ah, god damn it. I have more than half the board to use and I can't get it where we want to be. That is unacceptable. Where would I need it? Somewhere there, basically. Is this bad? If we... Yeah, the problem is still here, but that's not sure how big of a problem that is. Because now, if it goes anywhere near here, it'll go there. Just need to guide it to this arrow, basically. So only this needs to be shifted. It's a long path, but it should work. A barrel of fun. Not worth it. At least it was a puzzle, something besides just killing groups, massive groups of enemies. So, gotta be thankful for that. Not thankful for the saving times. Hello friends, the wizards. Only a single one.
I shall strike you down!
The cleric next. Now it doesn't matter. There are no threats anymore. Not a lot of casting power coming our way. And there's quite a few clerics. They try to attack something.
I shall do as I must.
There aren't that many mages there, even though I'm constantly being attacked through spells. There's just a handful of drivers. Every driver will have a couple of spells. Clerics, a lot of clerics. Again, we have about 1,000 experience points more than we had when we started this fight. Not quite. Close enough. Yep. About 1,000 experience points per fight like this. There's no shop here, so minimal looting. Interesting looking ring. It's either really bad or really good. This is a nymph's cloak. Looks like a nymph's cloak anyway. I think if we shift things around a little bit, there should be room for another cloak. Backbones versus shapeshifters. Looks like a good cloak. I'll let it be. We're going to have to dump a lot of useful equipment anyway. And if I don't know what it is, I can always pretend it wasn't that important anyway, which is likely actually true. Most of the stuff we currently have is trash of some sort. There's a gnomish wizard there that's going to be a problem. I would need to get to it fairly quickly, but there's way too many enemies for that. I'm past those, and no idea where the guy is anymore. There. It's the potential biggest problem of this entire group, so please try to attack it. He's still easy to kill at this stage. There's only trash left.
Here you meet your end!
Surprisingly nothing interesting this time. Nothing, not even anything that would appear potentially to be interesting. Right. Still, there's, I think, we certainly haven't visited every place yet here. There has to be fighting still. Yeah, that's the fighting. Another 1000 XP. That's a lot of wizards though too. We have to get them.
Here you meet your end!
Please consider doing something. I need one of the wizards to die. Another one would be good. Pretty much guarantee that there can't be that many spells thrown at us. I can't target this son of a bitch. Block me fairly effectively here.
The good of all!
Okay, doing fairly well. Still lost half my health doing that, so without any problem. Clerics that are causing me grief. And that wizard. But I think the clerics will do the problem. He's trying to use caused damage spells or cause harm spells. Serious one of those hits me and I would have been probably even dead. Protection from 3rd level spells protects me at least to some extent from the cleric spells too. Once it hit always do divine damage. I think I have to take it always. At least there's not a reflex saving throw against them. Might be a will saving throw, that's why they're so reliable. Lore plus 10, not a bad one. Good armor, light armor though. Lore plus 10 would be enough potentially to make a little bit of a difference. Still don't think I could identify most of the items. But I might be able to shift out some of the crap. Dexterity plus 4, that's a good one. I wouldn't mind if some of the recipes were on sale too. Trying to get to the wizards. $10,000 more needed. Good looking armor, light armor. But never seen that one before. And I would pick it up if I had the space, just to, for curiosity's sake. This should be a quest completion of some sort. Thank you for finding me. Here's the reward you were promised. 5,500 experience points. Thank you very much. And this is why we explore these areas, even though it's not always useful. Multiple areas worth of enemies as experience points and money. Although the money is irrelevant. Oh, I need 4,000 for another level up. Where did we come from here? Okay, as far as I'm concerned, we're leaving. We have to go west.
To the fight! Onward!
With any luck, that's completion of another quest, so we can get rid of one of these losers.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Plot giver. We know that's an empty area. No point going there. It's a large area too, so there's very likely a lot of fighting there. Oh shit. Any casters? Yeah, wizard, cleric. We want to get into the Dwarven Elven spellcaster group. Can you please move? Like, please, please, please. Doesn't matter which one we killed. Mage would be vulnerable for a few seconds now. It's no longer vulnerable. Might as well teach the target. We'll make hits that actually kill it. There we go. Have terrible armor class, so power attack works. Attack the clerics.
Good of all!
Won't let them become a problem this time. Who knows? 1081 creatures killed. We haven't completed the 2 first levels of this place. That's too much, game. That's way too much. Encampment, plot giver. Ooh. This could be good. There's no point really looting anything now. Let's see if the encampment has something. Does it have a merchant, basically? That's all we're interested in. A couple of casters, formidable ones too. I don't think I can get access to them though. Space to move through here. One wizard less. There's another. I think they're more or less fighting with each other, so we have time here to clean up a little bit. Rogues are doing damage. Reliable damage. Reliable hitting. Lower spell resistance. Doesn't matter. I'm not relying on resistances. I'm relying on immunities. Merchant spellcaster, vampire wizard hireling, dire tigers.
I greet you.
We've got to do management now. It's been so long. Better tower shield. We could go from +1 to +4. The armor class still isn't an important factor though. All items are over 100,000 pretty much. Haste saving throws 42 +7. That's a perfect defense against petrification. We were about 3 to 4 points away from automatically pretty much succeeding the saving throw. So +7 would certainly be enough. Not sure if there's any other use for it. Death 42 +8. Reflex +9. It's we already have a decent reflex saving throw, so this would just make it ridiculous. We would be pretty much impossible to injure with damage spells that allow reflex saving throws. Not a bad deal. +4 shield, not a bad deal. That means there's probably +4 Warhammers on sale too. I mean, we have yeah, +4 full plates. +4 Warhammer. It is not good, but it's better than what we got. We can reproduce this Warhammer exactly easily with an extra enchantment bonus. Damage reduction. Not good. Do we have backs holding? Not yet. But we have 80% weight reduction once. Okay. Cloak of Greater Sanctuary. It's not a bad one. Don't care about Sanctuary. +2 and Dark Vision, of course, of course. What else could it be? Armor of Fate. Yeah, I sort of thought this was exactly this. More or less. Thought it might have been a Blackguard version of this, but it doesn't really matter. But +8 armor class versus evil. Can't use it though, so it doesn't really matter. What is this? Goggles of Night, Dark Vision. You are fucking kidding me at this point. I had high expectations of that one. Immunity of paralysis. I forgot to check the paralysis and mind affecting difference. Honestly, I don't really care too much, but beholders make me care. Mental spell resistance. Magic resists 5, spell resistance 20. It's a good solid cloak. The problem is it's not that interesting for us. We have other means of dealing with all that. This is one of the probably set items. Sodalis' outfit. Additional protection to its wearer, but it doesn't bear the hallmark of any specific maker. It's basically spellcaster's heavy armor. That's what it is. That's the only thing it is. It's still weird. Because there's no mention of any kind of detail, but it's clearly a named outfit. I'm thinking of putting that into a container. I mean, bone speed knockdown. Well, don't really care. Sneak attack. Wow, that's not actually all that bad, but honestly, where could we possibly use it? We're always fighting solo. Vander's Calming Cloak. It is part of an item set. It is Spell School Immunity Abjuration. Abjuration is a lot of anti-magic. So if you're a wizard, you would be totally protected from any of that. Impossible to strip your spell defenses. This is a good item, but totally worthless for us. Electrical damage, immunity to spells of level 2 or lower, which is nice, but we can do 3 or lower. Persuade bonuses, which is about as worthless as you can get. Divine damage immunity isn't exactly bad, but you need something else in the item. Arcane's, yeah, these are mages' armors for some reason. I just don't get it. Gauntlets Fury, we've seen these before. It's a good set of gauntlets, but it's not what we want. We want to build a character very differently. 25% piercing immunity. Not bad at all. Any kind of piercing damage reduction on top of this, and you cannot be killed through piercing damage. Might be worth putting into storage. I don't know. It's a bit too limiting and unfocused. That's the main problem. Gem of brightness, sunbeam and light, 50 charges. This would be good against certain type of opponents. Totally worthless against most others. Sunbeam is the only useful one. Maybe like undead creatures, vampires, that sort of crap. Racial defense, +3 shield. Improved evasion, well, whoop-de-doo. Negative energy saving throws. Now this was an interesting ring. Ring of hiding. It is hide in plain sight. It is a very good ring. Invisibility. It is not for us though. Cloak of the sewers. Immunity to disease. Immunity to sneak attacks. Polymorph self. +1 armor. Sneak attack immunity is one of those things. It's not that big of a deal now, but a lot of rogues could get a lot better. This is another one we want to hold on to. Allows us to do something we simply cannot do any other way. Fantastic monk gloves, +5 attack, fire and cold damage bonuses. Some spells you can use. Just fucking amazing for a monk. I can sell it for 50,000, God's sakes. Simple spell resistance ring. Charisma +6. Fire resist 35, mind affecting +4. This would allow us to kill mages with ease. We'd have to give up strength though. Let's put it on the eat pile. Dark vision. Okay, we didn't have that many items. I have to do something about this. We want to keep the gemstones here in the open simply because that's the way they stack the best. But we might have to come up with other solutions for the other items. Paralysis immunity has to be stored until we get a basically an answer to what it does and what it doesn't. Recipes can be stored wherever the game knows how to use them. Alright. Ooh, item cannot be given away. Not technically trying to give it away, but whatever. Right, Gemstones are becoming a problem. And I have an entire page just filled with gemstones. The problem is here that I've basically tried to use as many of the gemstones as reasonably possible, and still this is the end result. I simply cannot get rid of them. More of a sign of a fundamental imbalance in the game systems. We have a cool crafting system, so let's give the players gems, but let's not give enough recipes for them to actually utilize any of the gems. That's a failed system as far as I'm concerned. And I don't understand why you just, if the recipes are so rare as they are, why not just have them as permanent recipes and have the gemstones limit their use. I don't see why you wouldn't implement it that way. I guess there's some sort of worry they have, but I don't immediately see what that could possibly be. I mean, a well justified worry. I mean, this isn't like we have a few extra gems, it's like there's so fucking many of them, entire inventory screens are not enough to contain them. Alternatively, you could have gone with just fewer different types of gems. That might have also been a useful solution to this. Currently there seems to be just a huge variety of gems in quality, but we barely see any difference in the quality of the recipes. So even if I would put every recipe I've discovered onto an item, I would still have a huge excess of gems. This thing just doesn't add up. Why do we have these? Acid flasks. Probably tried to clear up some bodies at some point. Right. It's not great, but it looks a little bit more tidy. There were a couple of items I was sort of interested in, but I'm not sure if I should buy them. So one of them is definitely the armor, but I don't think I can... I can't replicate these abilities anymore, so the 2-point armor class difference isn't worth it. What we can do is stitch the armor at the very least. We can also replace one of the shields, I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is pretty much worthless at this point. But I don't know if I want to buy the replacement. The problem is fundamentally this. I can't currently make the +4 shield or armor any better than what I currently have already. So why should I buy it now? The helmet of safety makes the most sense. Haste and the huge fortitude saves. So this will probably stay useful no matter what. Where's the haste coming from now? From the boots. Helmet isn't particularly useful, but I think for the current item balance, it's better than the haste helmet. But I definitely still want this. Right. But what we do want is the Warhammer. Because this is a piece of shit anyway, so we can just Have a different sort of a piece of shit weapon. And this seems like a huge oversight of the system. I mean, they gave you weapons constantly, but trying to get some kind of specific weapon to be at all useful, that's a tough job in this. We can do some very basic enchantments on it. Critical hit powers, damage bonus. Okay, can we do damage bonuses? Extra damage types of piercing. I don't think that's useful really. What do we want? Regeneration of vampiric type. +2. We have 14 of these. Maybe the higher quality versions use up a lot of gems. Still, it is slightly better. I'm somewhat interested if we could add more to this. Spell level immunity. No. That we need a better equipment piece to start adding that. If I could find an item that combines 2 immunities, that would be something worth starting to buff with extra abilities too. Attack bonuses maybe? Universal attack bonus of +1. Yeah, just fucking use it. It's not great, but it's still an improvement. Attack bonus, enchantment bonus, vampiric regeneration. 30. Nice enough damage, +15 extra damage. And some life sucking ability. We're fairly close to another level up. We're level 15. If I take a fighter level, we'll get a 4th attack. Right. Do we want to do management? I mean, because we have a shop here, we can loot more. But do I want to do that? Because it just invites extra management. And I have pretty much 5 million gold at this point, so it's not like I give a crap about the money. Still, I don't think I've looted any of these. This is a rare opportunity to get potential new items though. So, ooh, Warhammer potentially, shit. I can't really do much with a new Warhammer though, I've used all the enchantments. Good looking halberd, never seen that before. Head of state. I'm thinking we will stop getting potions. They're starting to take quite a lot of inventory space too, and it's very rare occasions that I use them. So they're more or less just a burden at the moment. Shadow Shield. That's a good ability. Again, I don't really use any of this. Good looking crossbow. Right, so I'm gonna clear this place and loot it, and then we'll go meet the merchant again. Why the fuck are you stuck there? Kill the wizard! There's so many wizards, we have to get one of them, please. It's also a cleric. Okay, that's one wizard down. Go for the cleric. It's unlikely we can get the other wizard.
Is your loss.
Need to reduce the number of spellcasters.
This day is your loss.
Feel free to attack the target I designate for you. Okay, the single wizard isn't good enough to really close to the level. Over 100 points of damage now with the critical hit. So all these little bonuses do add up. We could make a keen weapon. I think I would like at least +5 weapons before I make the keen. There's a reason for that. You need that to bypass wizard spell physical defenses. +4 won't go through them. +5 will. Feel free to do something. Ooh. Now they starting to have good spells. We have to take the spell defense a little bit more seriously at this point, or much more seriously go after the wizards. This will no longer do. The perfect item for us would be elemental defenses all around. Yeah, successful saving throw. He's dead. Magic wand, magic wand, magic wand, magic wand. I am somewhat curious about how the magic wand based character builds would work here. I mean, you'd have to do enchantment bonus +2 to what? I guess it doesn't matter. Depends on the item rather. But you'd have to get into the attitude where you just have to take it on faith that you're gonna find more wands. Just spam them, spam them, spam them, spam them. It's 50 charges each after all, so you can get quite a lot done. It's still risky. There's no guarantees that you'll get another good one if you lose one. But at the same time, it's not like you have an option, you just have to keep pushing. There's one more room, but I don't think there's a door to access it.
What?
My maid frantically requires for you to speak to a human named NATO. NATO can be found on level 3. 5,000, yeah, 5,000. 5,500 for talking to a human called NATO. Right, do we go to the secret room? Likely we'll just lose quest givers. I really wish you could do those type of transitions without the whole party going through. I mean, I'm not exactly doing area transition. I'm just trying to move from one room to another. Is there anything there? probably because I can see it. Although I can't actually see anything in there. So I think I'll just let it go. We'll identify the items we have currently and move on. Move on to where though? We might have, we will need to go there just to wrap it up. Go north and east.
I greet you.
Show me what you got. Fingers crossed. It is a piece of shit. Unsurprisingly. It's fine. Searing helm, yeah, I thought of knew what this was gonna be. Dark vision. Not see that coming. 5 million gold. Universal saving throws. Heal. Improved evasion. Saving throws negative energy. Dark vision and haste. Haste on a ring though. I'm not sure if we have that. Also, it's fairly trivial to store something like that, so we can keep it for now. +1 shield with 20% weight reduction. +3 shield with haste. Holy shit. This is a good contender for another item. The strength bonus is nice, but it's not that big of a deal. But more importantly, this would free up a lot of accessories to do whatever they do best, instead of having to have haste in one of them. And it would be a better shield than my current shield. We would lose some attack power, basically 2 points of damage, 2 points of attack. But we would gain other things. This is something we at least want to hold on to again. We'll have to do a proper equipment change at some point. But that point is not now. I do not want to do it now. Maybe once we've done with this dungeon, or I can start getting something really good. Death magic, negative energy, immunity bonuses. It's fine, but I don't care. Fine, but we have better, and that's it. So not too much this time. Which is not a bad thing. North and east. I think that was the plan. There's an area there that we can't access through any other means. I wonder if it's the huge amount of items I'm storing on the character that's causing that. Longer loading times. I mean, this module has long loading times to begin with, but still. I'll get a free heal. What other spells do you have? Do I have heal potions? I know I do, but how many? We could buy 2 extra ones.
I greet you.
Get it to 10. I would very much like to wrap the second level this time, but I don't think that's possible. It's just too much fighting. On the other hand, I will get a level up, I'm pretty sure about that. 2 good quests completed. We got 1 level up through fighting alone
Hold
already.
this place. Let nothing uproot you.
I've been here, right? Right, so we're gonna move to the east immediately. Hello, Mr. Merchant.
I?
You have new stuff for me. +5 dexterity armor. Not a bad one. Not a good one. +3 warhammer. I think these are set more or less by the time you visit them the first time. Abjuration immunity. Bonus spell feat, spell focus conjuration. Freedom and will saving throws. This is not bad, but nothing special either. There has to be an access point to the east. Generating area, activating area.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Puzzle, excellent. Puzzle is the only thing here. This is fine. Let's go there first. And it's this one. Hopefully we'll get something decent out of it. No. Let's do the fighting first. Yeah, they're not gonna let me go anyway.
For you! Just take your taste! Hi-yo for you!
I've killed the wizard first, I know, but there's only one of them, so even if he gets the fire shield, elemental shield going, it doesn't matter.
Soleno, Salatka!
I'm taking more damage from this. Renewal. Fire damage, fire resistance, blah blah blah. I'm picking it up. There's a lot of these items that don't require any lore to identify. I don't actually think there are anything really special about them. Because I recognize some of them, and they're definitely items from previous campaigns or other campaigns, so I don't see how they could possibly be all that relevant. I mean, some of them could be, but I think that's also somewhat unlikely. Red southeast. No. Green is... no, yes. Start with corners first. Hmm. It's getting complicated. We need to play that blue out of this equation. Right. Play that out. We need two. Oh shit. Isn't gonna work out. I need. No. Yes, it is. Ah, got mixed there for a while. Ooh, wrong direction. This must be a green one. Must be southwest. Must be a blue one southwest. Right, we need 3. That covers that, that covers that, that covers that. Red east. Blue northwest. And blue west. 3,000 experience points. Totally worth it. Right, if we take fighter level, we will get forced attack on this point. Because our total levels in each class are dividable by 4. Actually, I'm not sure even that's a requirement because we're completed all our levels ups are at foot fighter levels. So, but it doesn't really matter either way because we still have enough room to get Weapon Master to 10, no matter what we choose. So it does not matter. I'll do fighter just to be on the safe side. The extra attack is very valuable. Extra strength. Right. Guess we're gonna pushing Spellcraft higher. Effect won't be big, but it's there. Now this is the more troublesome part. Are we going to push saving throws higher? Okay, we can't on this one. What would even make a difference at this point? Blind fight white, because character gets to reroll its mischance percentile 1 time to see if it actually hits. If it's an invisible creature. So this would work fairly well against some of the mages, for example. Yes, I can see that being useful. Attack number 4, +2 to our attack bonus. Damage went up by 1, so looking good. Looking good. Yes, very pleased with that.